We are live at No Books Are Dark podcast studios. I'm so excited for this episode. This episode has been in the making for a while. And when these people said, hey, we want to do an episode, talk about Pride, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And I had never done anything with Pride before. You know, I've never been to a parade. I've never been anything, but I'm like, let's find out a little bit more so I can know and my audience know. After this, the next voices you'll hear are the people who are behind Baltimore's Pride Week. No Picks After Dark is sponsored by Snug Books, an independent bookstore serving Northeast Baltimore and beyond. In addition to featuring new books for all ages, the store also carries cards, stationery, gifts, games, and more. Visit snugbooks.com to shop online, learn more about the store, read our latest newsletter, and find a calendar of events, or come browse the store in person. Snug Books is located at 4717 Hartford Road, next to Zeke's Coffee in Hamilton, Laurelville. There is free parking behind the store, and opening hours are Tuesday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
The No Picks After Dark podcast is fueled by Zeke's Coffee. Have you tried their coffee yet? I'm telling you, there's something different about it. Maybe it's because they roast their beans in a fluid coffee roaster, which provides the most accurate roasting temperatures and made with love. You will just have to check it out for yourself and try their delicious food while you're at it. Open now for curbside service, online ordering, carry out, and they also do wholesale. Visit Zeke's Coffee at 4719 Hartford Road, open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, 8 to 5 p.m. Kitchen closes at 3 p.m. or visit Zeke'sCoffee.com and you too can be fueled by Zeke's.
Welcome to the No Picks After Dark podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Dante. We have an amazing show for you. I'm so excited. I'm really, really excited. We got some amazing guests. How you doing? Unique and Kenneth, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
Excited to be here.
Yes,
excited to be here.
Hey, earlier you're like, you never come Northeast. Welcome back to Northeast.
Hey, you wasn't supposed to say that out loud. I love Northeast. Northeast is wonderful. I love it. I love Zeke's.
We got like the
I love Morgan.
It's all good. And tell the folks a little bit about you guys. Go ahead, break down a little bit about you guys' background.
Yes. So my name is Unique Robinson, Unique Michael Robinson, Unique Michael, depending on who you talk to. I am a Baltimore native, born and raised, very proud West Baltimore native as well. But shout outs to Northeast. I went to city, so you know I got my little affiliations. But I myself, I'm a poet, performer, professor. I've been performing for about 20 years. I'm a professor at Maryland Institute College of Art for the last 7 years in Humanistic Studies. I am the chairperson of Baltimore Pride 2022, and I do a bunch of other stuff that you'll probably hear about as we continue on.
All right, and so I am Kenneth. I go by Kenneth something. I'm also a former professor at MICA. So I'm an educator, artist, organizer, I'm a poet, been performing for many years, a national slam champion, all other great things. But I'm also a organizer. And so I work with two amazing organizations. I'm with the Black Arts District as the director of programming there. And I'm also the director of strategic partnerships and special events with the Pride Center of Maryland, which brings me here today.
Hey, I'm excited. It's an honor for me to sit with you guys. I wish I had my pen and paper because I'm going to take mental notes. Because I know you guys are going to drop some jewels or gems this afternoon for us. So let's get a little bit. You guys are both from Baltimore, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So give me your favorite childhood memory growing up in Baltimore.
I'm going to go. Mine's real simple. I'm real simple. There was a little corner store on Quantico and Pimlico in Park Heights, and it was called Roper's. It was owned by this older black guy, and every summer he would just, get a bus or two and take all the neighborhood kids who would go to the corner store every day, and he would just take us to an amusement park, which was called Wild World back in the day, or Venture World and Six Flags.
Yes.
And so, and back then as a kid, it was just, going to amusement park. It was the only time I ever went was when Mr. Roper's took us as this, and looking back and seeing that this small black business would invest so deeply in a community. I don't see it continuing. So it's a childhood memory that I really hope to see more of in Baltimore.
And for me, I have a lot of just like, there was so many moments as a young person growing up in Park Heights, and then also my family is from Lexington Terrace, from Fulton and Saratoga, so South Baltimore roots as well. Just hanging out, having fun. Like, there used to be a lot of parades in Baltimore that would just come down the street, eating snowballs, eating frozen cups, eating chicken boxes, eating crabs, the classic Baltimore, Mount Rushmore, if you will. And of course, going to the different events like Artscape, going to AFRAM. I've been going to all of those since I was a child. I remember when AFRAM was at Mondawmin Mall and Big Pun was performing in '98. You wasn't there. You feel me? Like, that's how, Baltimore it gets. So those are some of my favorite memories, just the summers and the gleam and the oil running off the street when it's real hot. Like, I miss all of that.
She done gave you her whole childhood. I thought it was just one memory. I had childhood too.
I mean, you brought it back. Like, you went back.
Yes.
The Big Pun.
Yes.
God bless his soul, but you went Big Pun.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
I love that. I love that you guys, when you talk about those memories, you're smiling ear to ear. You can tell. I mean, that story about a gentleman taking you guys to the wild. You said
it was wild. It was Wild World, then Adventure World, and then Six Flags. Yeah, just a local business owner every summer without fail.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And then you talk about Mondawmin Mall.
Yeah, AFRAM was at Mondawmin Mall. I remember that. AFRAM used to be down at the Raven Stadium before that was a thing. Drew Hill performed Changing Faces. I never forget it.
Didn't the girl from SWV pass out? AFRAM, it was so hot out there on that. It was hot on that pavement.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why we moved back to Drew Hill. That's what they said.
Yeah.
Ooh, you got me good, man. I like those stories. I like that story though. So, you guys, we're here. We're talking about Pride Week, Pride. The month of Pride, and how did you guys get involved with Baltimore's Pride? Like, what's the background for you guys? What's your connection with that?
All right, I'll start off. So it's an interesting story. I'm gonna tell the abbreviated long version. This is the long version, but still abbreviated. So when I was about 18 or 19, I started a youth program called Kevin's Room, which was basically a support group for young Black gay men, and we went to the GLCCB, which is which is now called the Pride Center of Maryland, and I started my support group there. And ultimately, the leadership there decided they did not want to have a program for young Black people there. They said there was a Black organization, maybe you all should go there. And I think it was my first blatant interaction with institutional racism. And we were asked to leave for no reason. We were paying rent too. I was like 18 paying rent there, and we were asked to just, for no reason, to leave and go find a Blacker space for us. And I swore never to go back. However, as future will have it, I would become the executive director of the Pride Center of Maryland. A decade or so later, and that was my involvement, and I stepped up to the plate because I decided that the institution that chased me away, that didn't make it a safe space for me, that I would do the work of changing the institution so that it could be a safe space for others and they wouldn't get chased away. And with that, I became director there, and I left to pursue being a full-time artist. And then I was invited to come back to step in this year as the lead curator of Pride. So, interesting turn of events.
And for me, I have history with the Pride Center. I was the host of Giovanni's Room Open Mic once Kenneth stepped in his sort of reigns there. I was also a facilitator of the LGBTQ writing workshop component, also called Giovanni's Room. So I did that for about 2 years. It was really great. Giovanni's Room is still the longest running LGBTQ open mic that Baltimore has ever seen. So just wanted to plug that. And then I stepped away also to just move on to different ventures. And in the fall, October 2021, we had Black Baltimore Pride, and Kenneth asked me to be the chair for that as well, and that was teamed up with Stonewall International Poetry Slam, so it was a whole week-long event of Baltimore Pride events for Black Baltimore Pride, as well as for Stonewall queer poets coming from all over the world to come right here, and we had that in the same week. So that was really successful. It was really awesome. The community loved it, and then Kenneth asked me to come back in as the chair for all of Baltimore Pride 2022. So yeah, been leading the charge.
So you just dropped some jewels that I have never heard in my life until now, what you just said. And that's, I don't know why I don't know about this, but Black Pride Week itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what I have, like, I guess I don't know if I'm in a whole different world, or you just said this, and I didn't know we had that in Baltimore.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So to be really clear, that the Pride movement is an American movement,
right?
And that comes with American opportunities and comes with American challenges, right? That's just no way around it. And so with that came that it was very sexist, misogynistic, very racist, and that's just part of the things ingrained in a lot of movements in Baltimore and in this country, period. However, so because of that, rather, subgroups begin to break away to kind of find their own identity, right? So I think the lesbian movement broke away because men were being sexist and misogynistic, and women didn't have a voice in the movement, so women kind of created their own voice. The trans individuals kind of created their own movement, their own voice, and for their own voice. And so the Black LGBTQ individuals also broke away to kind of create their own space, a safe space for themselves. And so there's a national movement for Black prides, or Black gay prides, as kind of a separate space from traditional gay prides or prides, because traditional prides don't always make it a safe space for everyone else. Mm-hmm. And that's something we're changing in Baltimore. So Baltimore, also, fun fact, is Baltimore is the third oldest pride in the world, right? Mm-hmm. And the thing's interesting is that, so the first one was New York City, second one is San Francisco, the third one is Baltimore. And so when it comes to this movement of creating prides, Baltimore has always taken a national lead in shaping what safety and what success looks like for this community. And so I think that this year's Pride is us once again reclaiming that charge and getting it right, and making sure that this Pride is inclusive, that this Pride is safe, that this Pride is celebrating all of us. And so the theme this year is Together Again. Of course, we're talking about the whole idea of bouncing back from from COVID, but I think it's deeper than that, right? Together Again is a double entendre in some ways, in the sense that it's talking about us all being able to physically be together again, but then beyond that, it's about us really building the relationships to connect a community that has been fragmented, not just by COVID, but by sexism, but by transphobia, by racism, by classism, a lot of other issues that existed pre-COVID. And I think this Pride is about us connecting all of that. Wow,
you just dropped some jewels. Folks, when we come back, we're going to talk about Baltimore Pride Month, week. We're going to go into a whole bunch about what's going on that whole week, break down what events you got to be at. You should be at all of them. Be right back with these messages, folks.
OpenWorks is Baltimore's largest makerspace, offering access to tools ranging from 3D printers to welder, and training in how to use them. OpenWorks also offers affordable studio space, a coffee shop, and fun-free events throughout the year. But OpenWorks is more than a public workshop. It's a community of creative professionals, students, seniors, entrepreneurs, and makers of all kinds. Check out the website at www.openworksbmore.org or Instagram at open_works_bmore for class schedules, membership options, and more. The No Pics After Dark podcast is proudly partnered with Maggie's Farm, located at 4341 Hartford Road. Maggie's Farm offers a unique dining experience with delicious handcrafted cocktails and mouth-watering cuisine, from falafels to scallops and everyone's favorites, honey sriracha cauliflower wings. Open for dinner from 4 p.m. until 10 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday, and for brunch, Saturday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. with delectable chicken and waffles, shrimp and grits, biscuits and gravy, and more. check out Maggie's Farm on Instagram and Facebook for daily and weekly food specials.
We are back, folks, with unique Mr. Kenneth. Right? All right. Everybody chilling, having a good time?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
this is great.
What do you have here? What do you have in your hand?
So this here, if my Vanna Black, is the flyer that is also a billboard that can be found at Penn Station and different elks that are downtown. What do they call Ikes? Ike, excuse me. There's no elks here. And it is broadcasting Baltimore Pride. This is the flyer that says Together Again. That's the hashtag. So if you go on Instagram, you can see that the hashtag is Together Again. The Baltimore Pride Instagram is Baltimore_Pride, keeping it simple for everyone. That's where all of the events can be found. Baltimore Pride Week is June 20th through 26th. We have something going on all week, every day for everyone, but specifically, what you want to get to are those events on the weekend. So Friday, June 24th, we have Twilight in the Terrace.
We're going to plug everything.
I was ready. I was ready.
We're going to get to it.
So yeah, this is the lovely flyer that we have that you can see everywhere.
What's in your hand?
Yes.
Let me
Because I'm reading that there's a front and a back.
Keep all the way through. No, we're going to get to it because I want to break it down so we can understand it. So,
Cool.
First of all, you're the chair.
Yes.
How's that feel? Let's talk like how's that feel being? So that's a huge responsibility.
Yes, it is.
That's huge. So walk us through it when you got approached to do it. What was your mindset when you heard this? Because I mean, it's been going on for 2 years.
Yes.
So you know everybody's gonna be at this one.
Yes.
It's like that fair reunion that you haven't seen your cousins, your family for a long time.
Yes.
2 years been gone.
Yes.
How much weight on your shoulders right now?
Oh man, I carry a backpack every day, so I'm used to the weight. I'll just put it that way. Okay. But it's definitely a lot of moving parts all the time, a lot of trying to just keep folks on schedule, a lot of meetings. Every week we have a meeting, a lot of bringing everybody, about 35 committee members into a meeting, right? I send an email out to about 89, if I must be real, but 35 of those are dedicated people that really show up and show out and are going to give Baltimore the pride that it deserves, that we have not had since 2019. So yeah, it's a lot, but it's worth it. I'm very, very grateful and excited to be in this position.
If you don't mind me, you have your full-time gig in this, correct?
Yes.
How do you do it?
It's divine. I don't know how I do it. I just one day at a time. That's how.
It's a blessing again that you took time out of your day to come out and talk about this. I really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
What about you, sir? I mean, you're busy. You got a lot of things going on too. Like,
oh, absolutely.
So how do you manage your time? I mean, what? And then you picked. It's unique. What did you think about? Like, why did you want?
Oh,
tell us why. Tell us why.
At the time, there wasn't any other person. I wouldn't have said yes to organizing Baltimore Pride if I wasn't able to get Unique to be the chairperson. Really? I wasn't going to say yes. I needed a team. I needed a person that I knew for sure would be dedicated, who cared as deeply about this community as I did, as I do, and who would, without question, show up every time, right? And that's the chair position is a volunteer position, right? And so, because of Pride, to be really clear, the history about Pride is that Pride existed before the institution, and that Pride was organized by a group of volunteer community members who decided Baltimore should do this, and then they used the money raised from Pride to create the Pride Center of Maryland, right? And so, it's important that this movement be consistent, that community is always the head of the table, right? We never want the institution to get ahead of that. The community has to lead Pride, like they have to. Pride has to belong to the community. And so on the staff side, we're there to partner with them, right? Partner with the community to make Pride happen. And so when thinking about on the community side, who has been present, who's been reliable, who's been a voice for a really long time. And as Unique mentioned earlier, we had just did Baltimore Black Pride together. Okay. So I already knew what she was capable of. And so Baltimore Pride is much larger than Baltimore Black Pride. But before I took that on, I said, let me reach out. Let me see if I can get Unique to say yes to this. Because if Unique can say yes to this, then I know we can do it.
Unique, was it like instantaneously like yes, or was it like, let me think about it?
Usually when I wrap my mind around something, I'm ready. So I said yes. Yeah.
I love it.
Was no thought.
I love that. I love the background about that. Like, so okay, we got the whole week. Mm-hmm. You were about to wrap off I didn't want to give everybody all the tea yet. So Tell us when the week starts
Yes.
and when the week ends. And give us a breakdown on what happens every day of the week. Give us a little breakdown.
All right. So I want to start with the first day. So the first day is our ribbon cutting ceremony. We're excited the Pride Center is opening our new building. It's a brand new building that I have not stepped foot in yet myself. And so my first day going into the building will be on the 20th, which is the first day of the grand opening, the ribbon cutting ceremony. The mayor will be there. A lot of elected officials will be there. The community will be there. And we're going to start Pride off the way that I believe we could not be more excited about the way we're starting Pride off. I'll say that because, again, Pride was the fundraising. It was the movement that created the Pride Center in the first place. So the fact that we're going into our 47th Pride this year, and with our brand new building that we own, right? So we're not renting nowhere else. Like we own this building, and so we're starting off Pride with the ribbon cutting ceremony for our brand new building, which is going to serve thousands of community members, monthly. And so I'm really excited about that. And so that's how we're starting off with ribbon cutting ceremony. We're going to have some artists there. We're going to have some our local politicians, local community leaders, and just I think remember the purpose of Pride, right? So we'll start off there. Start off by understanding this is not just about a party. It's absolutely about making sure our community is taken care of. And that's how we're starting off.
And what time is that? So we can just plug that time.
So that is from 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m.
Okay. And
So
where located?
It's going to be on St. Paul Street.
2418.
Thank you. I was like, quickly. I haven't been there yet. I told you I've never stepped foot in there yet. So 2418 St. Paul Street. And I'm intentionally not stepping. They're still doing the final renovations right now. We're counting down the days. And so I'm intentionally waiting until with everyone else to be able to step foot in to see the brand new building.
Now, listeners, watchers are going to ask, can I come? Can I, is it an invite only event?
So it is a invite only event for the opening, but you can get an invite by emailing us and say you would like to come, right? We just need to keep track of how many people. But no, so if you can email me directly. It's probably the easiest way. So you're interested in coming to the event, just email Kenneth at pridecentermd, as in Maryland.org, Kenneth at pridecentermd.org, and say, hey, I would love to attend the ribbon cutting ceremony. Then, I can make sure that happens.
Love it. I love it. So you start off with a bang. Wow, you coming right out the gate.
Yes.
All right, and like I said, that's Juneteenth, federal holiday, so a lot of people are off. So there are no excuse, folks, for not showing up. There's no excuse. 21st. What's going on 21st? June 21st. Anything
That's
going
Tuesday.
On?
Yeah. So I'm excited. I can talk a lot. I'm just excited about everything.
This is what we're here for.
So on Tuesday, we are now partnering with Parkway to do the first ever Pride Film Festival. Ooh. And so what I'm really excited is that this was Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, but the tickets are free. So people get to go to the Parkway and watch films for free almost all week long as part of the Pride Film Festival. And I think that is unprecedented as a way of making sure we have activities and fun outings for everyone. You can go see films for free all week, and at the Parkway. And so that's one of the events happening on Tuesday. But it's a long list of events. But that's what I'm most excited about.
So we got Wednesday. We're going with it every day.
Yes, so Wednesday is when we get into our poetry, because there's so many amazing queer LGBTQ poets that are in Baltimore City as well as outside. So some folks are coming in. So we have the Pride Slam happening Wednesday at Busboys and Poets Poetry Space and Restaurant. A poet, Roddy, is going to be hosting that, and they just won the Women of the World Poetry Slam, so you already know what they about to bring just as a host. And folks are still we're taking on whoever would like to perform at the Pride Slam.
We are officially at capacity.
Oh, sorry.
Everybody has registered. The poets are ready.
Okay.
They will be
Sold out.
competing for 15. Well, people come for the audience, but if you're actually interested in competing, we are at capacity for that. It's $1,500 in cash prizes. Ooh. So these poets will be battling to see who will win the official title as Baltimore Pride Poetry Slam Champion, as well as walk away with up to $1,500 in prizes. And so Busboys is going to be the place to be. And also, just a heads up is that if you did not get a ticket for that Tuesday, I would say get it the minute you hear this, because I guarantee it'll be a sold out event. I think the tickets are like $7, so like it's no reason you can do it. You can do it. I heard your listeners, they got it like that.
Yeah, they got it. Listen, but they buy like $35 shirts. They got it.
But it's going to sell out really fast.
Well, you get 20 out the ATM, so guess what? You can get that. That's 20. There you go. So
Exactly.
wow. I'm excited. I want to go to that. I want to go to that.
You should get your ticket. You should get your ticket right
now.
I'm going to get my ticket.
Yes.
I can probably try to squeeze you. I got some connects.
No, I want to pay. I want to support.
All right.
I want to support. That's what
Okay. I mean, just go to Busboy. Don't support us. So you can.
I want to support y'all.
Okay, yeah. I'll just squeeze you.
Okay, I want to support y'all.
Say no. Busboy is a great partner. I want to make sure that Busboys know. It's a joke. It's a jokey joke, Busboys. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
It's all good. It's all good. So Thursday, what we got? So
also I want to mention too on Wednesday, which is Thursday, is that we're also doing family pride workshops at the Pride Center. Okay. So there will be workshops there for for all ages. And it'll be arts and crafts workshops if you want to make T-shirts, if you want to make posters, things that you can then take to Pride with you. We'll be doing those all day on Wednesday as well. And so we're excited about having people there for that. And we also, which is also really important, is we're also doing a job fair. And so we have about 15 companies who are hiring right now, and they are intentionally making sure that these are spaces that they are we are safe spaces, hiring people who are LGBTQ plus, and because again, that's not every place is a safe space for this community, and so we found businesses that are looking for people right now, have openings, positions right now, and there's and they have policies and practices that they can ensure. You will not be discriminated against. You'll be treated fairly, etc. So if you're looking for a job, the job fair is the place where you want to come in, because we have a wide range of positions being offered. And so it's going to be a phenomenal time. And again, we want to make sure that Pride isn't just about a party, right? So we're going to have some fun, but we're going to do some work at the same time.
I love that. I love hearing this. It's almost some serious. Have and educate.
Yeah,
I love the job. I love the job thing too. That's amazing. Are there any companies you want to shout out that are coming in for that, or are you that's still not out there yet?
Go to what's the website? We're gonna post it on the website.
Okay. No
Only because I don't want to leave somebody off. Like they're all equally important. There's 15 of them. If I forget a company, they're gonna be like, "What about us?" Right? So just go to the website. Okay. I'll make sure it's posted.
Thursday. What we got Thursday?
So Thursday, if you missed or did not get to sign up for the Pride Slam, I'm hosting a Pride Open Mic Thursday at Motor House, 7 p.m. So please come through to that. That's going to be an amazing night of performers. We got Roddy who's performing, Ephraim Nehemiah, Dawn, and I myself am hosting. That's going to be something you really want to be in the building for, trust me. And it is free. Okay. So you want to be there for that.
Absolutely.
And Thursday, especially for our LGBTQ young folks, this is very important. We have a Youth Pride dance party happening from 4 to 9 p.m. at North Avenue Market for middle and high school LGBTQ folks. So I've been plugging it to all my students, and also just it's really important to celebrate the young people who are coming up and let them know that they're supported, they're safe, and we see them. So we're having a dance party just for them at North Ave Market, which, as you know, has arcade games and all of that. They don't even know those games, but that's not the point, right? The point is to just be there and to have fun.
And safe space to have fun. So Youth Pride is something that we're also making sure is part of this festival. And so Youth Pride, it will be happening on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, something for each of those days. But on Thursday, it's going to be the like as Unique said, the dance party for middle school and high school. And I also want to plug that at Impact Hub on Thursday, we will be doing a couple of panel discussions around the importance of like grassroots organizing. So if you're interested in also talking about like development of like what is developing effective leadership. And so if you're interested, you can come through Impact Hub. That's also free. So we're going to be activating that whole space. Station North is going to just be we're going to be there. Like Parkway, North Avenue Market, Impact Hub, Motor House. We're just going to be activating that whole community for the whole week.
Okay. So now We getting close to the weekend because you're about to name some names of the week on that card.
Yes.
The weekend. All right, so the weekend. We got Friday. Come Friday. Start Friday.
All right, so as you heard, we got amazing stuff already Monday through Thursday, but Friday is when it really kicks off. We got Twilight on the Terrace, which is a major fundraising event, and it's swanky, it's cute. You get to be cute and gay and have your little cocktail and your pinky out, all of that. So that's at Gertrude's Restaurant at Baltimore Museum of Art from 7 to 11 p.m. on Friday night. You definitely want to get your tickets now. They are $120, but it is so worth it.
And it will sell out. It will absolutely sell out. This is a 15-year event, and for the past last few years, they've always sold out. It's a place to be. It's the place to be. It's one of I'm excited for it. I think I'm not gonna say I have a favorite event. I'm not gonna say that. So this is not me saying that's my favorite event. I'm not saying that out loud.
Okay, but you get to dress up though.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Yes. Like
Me
up.
too.
Yes.
Me too. I'm ready. I got outfits.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it'll be the first event we have where we're going to be introducing our new king and queen of Pride. They will be performing there, and they're going to put on a phenomenal show. But it's going to be it's going to be Mr. Baltimore Museum of Art. So like Unique said, definitely prepare to like lift your pinky fingers up and have a great time.
Is it going to be outside in the garden part?
Yeah,
too?
it's gonna be outside in the garden part too. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be lots of dancing and drinking and eating and socializing, and I think it's a very unique experience. Out of all the Pride events, it has created its own culture, and people love it.
I love that.
And again, it's our biggest fundraiser, right? It is how we are able to have the Pride Center of Maryland. It's how we're able to have a community center. So it's not just a good time, but the donations go to allowing us to have a building that serves the community.
All right, so now we hit on June 25th.
Yes.
What are we doing on June 25th?
Saturday, that is the Pride Parade.
Okay.
Yes, so we're starting at Baltimore Museum of Art is where it will start. That's the parade route, and it goes all the way down until North Ave and Charles Street. So we're going to go down Charles Street, and the block party is from North and Charles.
Before we get to the block party, because my favorite thing about the parade is the high heel race.
Oh, yes.
That will be happening right before the parade kicks off.
Okay.
I heard a rumor that I might be running this race if I can find some high heels that fit.
Okay.
This is a gag.
Fit because I may scrape my knees, but I'm gonna try. But it's a $100 cash prize to whoever win the high heel race, and so I heard it has just come up. You don't have to register in advance. Just show up with some pumps and just run. So if anybody got some extra pumps to fit size 13, I'm just saying I might be interested in seeing if I can outrun, But anyway, it's gonna be exciting watching all these people fall.
Yeah,
over the place.
yeah. Y'all have fun because I'm not. I ain't wore heels since I was 13, and we're gonna keep it that way. So yes, you really want to be here to see that. I definitely want to be there to see you not fall. And all of the. Yes, giving Grace death drop on the way down. But yes, so the parade starts at 1 p.m. That is very key. You want to be there to see it begin at 1 p.m. Baltimore Museum of Art and march down Charles Street. Very excited to be in the parade. We have so many folks that are going to be in this parade. It's going to be one to see. And then, of course, the block party is from North and Charles Street till Charles and 23rd. So that whole moment we're taking over. And the block party is from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's when we have all of our performers. That's when we have our headliners. That's when I'm hosting, okay? And I'm very excited to host in the afternoon. There'll be other hosts as well. But I'm excited to host because I have an outfit in store that I'm not going to say anything about. You just have to show up and see it. And our headliners for the block party are Kiki Wyatt and Trina. So that's all.
Trina the baddest.
Well,
Trina the baddest.
and our don't forget our local legends too. We also have DDM
Yes.
and Davon Fleming. So
Yes.
we have DDM, Davon Fleming, Kiki Y, and Trina.
And if you've never seen a DDM show, you need to get your whole life and see a DDM show.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, yes.
We got Trina though.
Yes,
We do got
Trina, the
Trina.
baddest.
Trina the baddest.
The
Trina the
baddest.
baddest.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're
Whoop,
excited
whoop,
about
pull
Trina.
over
They might not
there.
know about Trina though. They might not know about
They don't know, but they deserve it.
Listen.
They deserve it.
Yes.
Trina. Ooh,
They deserve it.
Yes.
The 90s, late 90s, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't know now.
Yeah, that was tricking them.
Yeah,
They deserve Trina.
Yes.
They deserve it.
And the new generation, they must know, because if you watch Love and Hip Hop Miami, you know Trina.
Okay.
You know.
All right. I was like, okay. Now, who's next? Then so we have Sunday.
Yes.
Okay,
Sunday
what's
is
going on
Pride
Sunday?
in the Park at Drew Hill Park. So excited to be back there. That was my first Pride, was in Drew Hill
Mine
Park.
too.
So yeah, I had no clue what I was getting myself into. But yes, so 11 to 6 p.m. we will be in Drew Hill Park, and we have headliners that day as well, Maya and Avery Wilson, as well as some other amazing local acts. We also have George Lovett is about to tear it down. There's going to be Pride Field Day as well. So all of the sports Pride folks, y'all get your whole life. I am gonna be somewhere else, but y'all have fun playing kickball and doing whatever y'all want to do. We have a whole area of Drew Hill Park that's going to be designated specifically for sports. We also have Elder Pride, so if folks just want to chill out, sit in the shade, and just celebrate our elder folks, the folks whose shoulders we stand on, and we have to celebrate our elders, so they're having a moment as well. And we also have other family pride events that'll be happening in the park too. Yeah.
So one thing I want to say is that people always ask about, like, it's okay to bring, my children with me to Pride, right? So that's a question I always ask. And so what I say is, absolutely. But here's how I'll gauge it. Sunday, bring your children, right?
Okay.
I think that liberal parents can bring their children Saturday and Sunday. Conservative parents can bring their children Sunday.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now I'll let you gauge that.
I'll let you.
They can gauge that.
On with you. I already got where you're going. I love that, because that's, again, and say if I've never been, and you guys have ran down 7 strong days. Strong days.
Well, also Sunday too. So like, if you got allergies like me, and you might be like, I don't know if my Benadryl gonna work, is when I'm out here partying. We also have the Queen's Cruise, which is the first time we've ever done this. It is a drag brunch on a cruise. We'll be leaving from the harbor. It's gonna be a phenomenal event. If you never had an amazing drag brunch, then I would say you need to treat yourself. And this one will be one of the best drag brunches ever, because one, it's on a cruise ship. You get to go out on the water and experience, drinks, music. It's gonna be dancing, partying on a cruise ship. So you can so the Pride in the Park or the Queen's Cruise, they both be happening at the same time.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a lot of options.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody likes to be on the boat too.
Yeah.
Everybody likes to be on
Now
the
we
boat.
only have 200 seats for the boat. So once they're sold out, they're sold out. So we're gonna have about 5,000 people at the park, but we're gonna have about 200 people on the boat. So if you want to be one of 200 people, go ahead.
How much is that ticket? Do you know about?
It's $100.
Okay. What does $100 include? Just
100. So you'll get include 3 drinks.
Okay.
So your first 3 drinks is with your ticket. You will also have an open buffet, so all your food will be included, and then all the entertainment, and you'll have a great time for like 3 hours on the water.
$100 is cheap for all that.
Yes, for sure. I mean, 3 drinks somewhere already, you're like almost up that point already.
Right.
Like depending
Right.
where you're drinking and what you're
I don't
drinking.
know what you're drinking.
I drink.
I'm poor, so I drink beer, so I can't afford that.
Oh,
I can't afford that. I'm like 3 drinks.
I'm saying
I'm joking. I
3
like,
drinks, I'd be like at least $30 by then, right?
I do like my
And then a buffet, it's never
like
$30.
so that's why I get it.
Oh yeah, but also this will also be, and I have to say, Absolute is sponsoring this,
That's what's up.
and so they are coming through and making sure that we are able to have the best bartenders, the best drinks that is possible, and so I definitely want to thank them and thank Vive, who is also sponsoring, making sure Pride is happening. Both of those sponsors have really stepped up to make sure that Baltimore has a unprecedented Pride. But yeah, so I would say the cruise. If I could, I would definitely. I won't be at the cruise because I have to be at the park because I got to keep my job, and I have to make sure that is successful. But my heart will be on the cruise. I will be sitting there enjoying Avery Wilson, enjoying Maya, and the whole time, no matter where I'm standing, I'm going to be rocking back and forth, pretending I'm on the cruise ship. That's how it's going to happen.
I mean, I think this is. Does Maya has rocked the boat?
That's a Leah, honey. Don't do that.
I mean, they kind of favor if you squint your eyes.
But now,
Do not.
If you squint your eyes, you gotta
Ghetto
squint.
Superstar.
Ghetto Super. There, yes.
Yeah.
Case of the X.
Case of
It's
the
all
X,
about
yeah.
me. Moving on. Lady Marmalade. She had a key role on that song. Yeah.
Oh, you did your homework.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
listen. I'm a child of those times. Okay.
She ready.
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
So here's another question for you. What do you guys hope that people take away from this interview? What do you guys hope people can, like, what do you want that message so when somebody's watching on YouTube, like, wow, this is really cool. I didn't know about this. Like, what do you want them to walk away with that feeling?
I really just want folks to know that this Pride this year is for everyone in our community of the LGBTQIA, GNC, SGL. Like, we want to cover the whole alphabet, okay? And not just the abbreviated one. I mean everyone. Because, as we know in the past, given the history of institutions, we know that folks have not felt included. They've not felt welcomed in certain spaces, and we want to make sure that this Pride welcomes everyone in our city. All of us are there. There's something for everyone, as we just stated, for all ages, for all generations, for all races, for all genders. We really want to make sure that y'all understand that we are here for y'all in this Pride. You're going to have a good time. I want people to know that they're going to have a good time, a safe time, and, it's going to be lit. That's all I want to tell you. It's going to be lit.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to add on to that, but I don't have much to say. But I echo what was said. The only thing I think I will include is this Pride is being built to be different, right? It is not meant to be like the other prides that happened before this. It's meant to be more inclusive. It's meant to celebrate in a way that we know that Baltimore deserves. So that's the goal. The goal is to do something never done before. And just give you an idea, like even our budget, right? So we've almost tripled our budget for what Pride costs because Baltimore deserves bigger, Baltimore deserves better. And this group of people, the Pride Committee, is some of the most phenomenal people we could put together to help make this happen. And what I would say is, some people might be, doubting, like, is it better? Is it going to be, am I going to have a good time? Is it worth me showing up? And I would say absolutely, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say, but bring that criticism with you. Bring yourself, bring your friends, bring your critiques. And if you find room for improvement, if you say, no, that I would invite you to join the committee to make sure that even the next year is even better than this year. Now, I already know that this year will be better than any year we've ever done it. But I want to say, if you find room for improvement, then please, it's room for you in a committee to be part of this process and make sure that Pride just gets better and better every year.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody, thank you guys so much for coming on the show. And hopefully I'm going to make it to one of these events. I'm so excited. And thank you again for everybody who's going to sit back, because I'm excited for this whole event.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Together again.
Hashtag together again. Go to BaltimorePride.org for more information. BaltimorePride.org for more information. I'm just say it again. Or Baltimore_Pride on Instagram. Baltimore_Pride on Instagram. There we go.
Folks, you heard it here first. Love, peace.
Peace.